Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about circles in the context of geometry. Remember from last week that we've got the center of the circle, and the line that goes from the very center out, like this line right here, or right here, or right here, or right here, is called the what? It's called the radius. We also have another line that goes from one end of the circle to the other, and it sort of cuts through the center, right? And it can go through any direction. And this line going from one end to the other is called the diameter. So when we look at it, I see that the radius is twice the length of the diameter. We're going to remember that. What we also learned last week is the distance around the circle is called the circumference. And we know that the formula for circumference is 2 pi r. And that's, again, the length of the circle. That's if we took it off and we stretched it out, that would tell us how long it is. Today what we're going to do is we're going to learn a little bit about area. So real quick. Here we have a circle, and let's pretend we needed to fill this up. Let's pretend we needed a rug that would fill up all the space. How are we going to figure that out? Well, I know that if this was a square, right, what we would do is we would multiply length times width, and that would give us the answer. But this obviously is not a square, so we're not going to use this formula. Instead, we're going to use a very important formula, and the formula for area that covers, again, the surface of a circle, the formula is pi r squared. Pi r squared is extremely important. This is our keys to success today. This is what we need to know to figure out the area of a circle. So let's do a few problems together on this worksheet. And I see that it says at the very top, it says pi r squared, the area of a circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle this, I'm going to square it to highlight it. And what I'm also going to do, because I easily get distracted and I forget things, I'm going to write it again because I know that I'm going to need this for every single problem. Pi r squared. Great. So let's take a look at this. We need to find the exact area for each circle. So I'm going to go to this one right here, and I see that the radius is what? Well, the radius is from here to here, and it tells you. It's super easy. It says it's 3. So again, the area, the formula for area is pi r squared. And in this case, it's going to be pi 3 squared. And so that's what we need to do. We need to then punch this into our calculator. And so when we do that, I'm going to do pi 3 squared, and the answer we get is 28.27. This is telling us how much space there is in the circle. This is like how much paint or carpet or whatever we need to do to fill this up. This is 28.27. Now we can't forget one extra point. If this is area, what we always need to do then is we need to make sure that we put the units of measurement. In this case, it's going to be meters squared. This indicates right here that this is on like a two-dimensional plane. Let's take a look at another problem. So here I see we have the radius, and in this case, the radius is 12 inches. So the area, the formula for area is pi and then r squared, but instead of r, we're going to write 12 squared. So now we're going to put this in our calculator, and I'm going to do pi 12 Alright, so when we do pi 12 squared, the answer that we're going to get is 452.38 inches squared. Let's do one more real quick. So we know that the area is what? The area is pi r squared. And when we punch this into our calculator and I do pi, and the radius is 5, and we do squared, the answer is going to give us 78.53 meters squared. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be working on this, and I can't wait to see how you do. And let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.